Today we are going to learn about complementary angles. So two angles are complementary when their measures, so their angle measure, add up to 90 degrees. So if two angles are complementary, when you add their angle measures together, they'll add up to 90 degrees. Let's do a couple of examples. So I'm going to draw in a 90-degree angle here, our right angle, and divide it into two angles. If I have one angle is 72 degrees and I need to find my other angle, I know that these two angles added together should equal 90 because the whole thing is 90, which we can see from this little box right here. So I know that x plus 72 degrees should equal 90. And then you can just go ahead and solve for x. So if I have x plus 72, I have to do the opposite and subtract. And so 90 minus 72 gives us 18 degrees. So I know that this missing angle here is 18 degrees. And you can always check it. 72 plus 18 should give us 90. And it does. So that was the first example. Now let's do another one. So again, right angle, divide it. We're going to do x degrees, 45 degrees. So I know one of these two angles is 45 degrees, and I got to find the other one. So again, we see our right angle here, which tells me that the whole thing is 90. So if the whole thing is 90, our first angle plus our second angle should equal 90. So again, we have a positive 45 here, so I subtract 45 on both sides. And I get x equals 90 minus 45 is 45 degrees. So each of these angles were actually 45 degrees. And again, you can check 45 plus 45 equals 90. So you might be able to just figure it out from knowing the whole thing is 90 and subtracting what angle you already have. But this will get more complicated in the future, which is why we are writing out a little equation first. So again, 90-degree angle. This time we'll make this measure 81 degrees, and we gotta find the other part. So we know this is 90, which means they are complementary angles because they should add up to 90 degrees. So this missing angle x plus our other angle 81 will equal 90 degrees. So I'm going to subtract 81, subtract 81, and I get x equals 90 minus 81 is 9 degrees. So this missing angle x is 9 degrees. And then just check 81 plus 9 does in fact give us 90, so we did that right. Now they don't always have to be in a right angle this way. Sometimes you'll just be given two angles and they'll just tell you the angles are complementary. And if that happens, let's say this angle right here, maybe they told us this one was 23 degrees, and I need to find the angle on the right. Because they're complementary, they told me they're complementary, I can set up my equation. 23 plus our angle x should equal 90, because again, these two angles will still add up to 90 degrees because they're complementary. They don't have to necessarily be in a box like the other examples. So then I'm going to subtract 23 from both sides, and I get x equals 67. So this angle here was 67 degrees. You can check these ones as well. So 23 plus 67 does in fact give us 90. So sometimes they'll be in the box and you'll know they're complementary based on that right angle symbol. Sometimes they will be separate and the problem should say they're complementary. But you need to remember that complementary angles add up to 90 degrees. They will not tell you what that vocab word means, so you need to remember that yourself.